Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hydration Nation. I like making that joke now. But real quick, today we're going to talk about some sample prototypes from Morphonauts and the combat creatures. Today we have Virelion, I don't know why I can't even say that, and Lunar. We're going to talk about these samples. I'm not going to do too many photos because they are fragile prototypes, but today we're going to talk about them, get a quick look, talk about some accessories, and get a feel for them because I've just opened them up. I plopped them on the table and they've sat here for about a day, but I want to talk about it on camera so that we can really see what's going on. So they share I believe a modular body. There are going to be differences, but the body types are the same. So I'm going to do one. We'll take a look at both. As you can see, this one has fur. This one is more of a smoother line. So let's get into I like you, which is Virelion, right? As you can see here, we have these big bulking bodies, but we do see the joints for the double joints here. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, very nice. We have bicep swivel. The armor is on a ball joint and it shifts up. So that means you will be able to lift your arms up. Let's see how far though on this prototype. So it looks like the shoulder will get in line with the head. There's no butterfly joint as of yet. I can't say that it won't be, but yeah, you can lift the arm up. And we do have a beautiful torso so far with the, everybody knows I like torsos for ab crunch. So right now we have a torso that lines up, looks really good. It can shift, which means probably we'll be able to shift more in the final design. We may have a lower joint. Yeah, we do have a lower joint there, down here. We can lift our legs up to a little lower than 90 degrees due to our waistband being in the way. We do have a double joint. And as you can see, they freshly printed these out. These are like real fresh. And one of the things I'm very curious about is if this is a built-in piece or will there be swivel here? Very, very curious about that because we do have thigh swivel here. And on our feet, we have a ball joint that can shift forwards, backwards, and has a little bit of tilt for left and right. So let's see about some articulation and movement here. I just want to be very careful because these are printed prototypes right now. Our ball joints are really nice because they leave a lot of wiggle room for pieces. So as you can see here, we have a shift in our ball joint there. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, so this is all one piece here. I was very curious. So yeah, so far these seem pretty nice. I mean, I think that I like it, but I don't know. Oh, okay, I do like it. See, it's stuff like that that if I can just figure out how to make it move, can it work? And I like the look of this right now. Our head articulation, this is where it gets tricky because we have our shoulder port that gets in the way, but we can shift our head left and right. As you can see, I was clearly able to get it on a tilt. This shoulder pad can come up as well. So that means there is still room for movement and wiggle and stuff like that. As you can see here, we have our ball joint. But again, these are early prototypes. I do like the look of these though. And I do like this particular pose. I like keeping it in that pose. It does look really well. Now, can the same be said for Lunar? Let's see. For Lunar, we have a smaller waist piece here. So that means clearly he can lift his leg up just a little bit higher, right? We have a smaller piece here. So let's try to lift it up and see how far our arm can go. We actually can get pretty much the T-pose here. Because of his hair design being 3D printed here and not soft, I won't be able to move him around. So these are kind of things that I'm hoping that when the final product comes, it's a little easier. Because as you can see, I was wrong. Look at that movement. So this is really nice. And one thing I do want to clarify is that with Lunar, he came with his weapons, these ones, attached in hand. Well, I won't say in hand, in gauntlet. As you can see here, I took them out because I was like freaking out that I would break them if it fell. So they do come in hand. So I was brave enough to rotate that up. And as you can see here, some beautiful movement. I was very worried about the head, but it tends to work out very easily. He seems to have the same ab crunch, so there's no issues with that slight fur design. Still have a beautiful double joint here. We can lift up a little bit higher due to our shoulder pad not being in the way. So yeah, these are really nice. The price point, I believe, is $35 on BBTS. And there is a Kickstarter for it. As soon as I get that information, I will try to link it. But as you can see here, the look of these guys are pretty solid. I did see some painted prototypes and photos that were posted on BBTS, but I'm curious about some other options. So with that being said, and by the way, he dual welds. So let me just pop that in so you guys can see he does dual weld, right? Slides right in there. And as you can see, even with the prototype, this slides in very easy. But I would like to take a look at the accessories to see how it all like comes out, what it is, because I'm going into this blind. So let's do that. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, I left these guys where they are. I have 4 of these total. So we're gonna take a look into these and see what they gave me to go over. Oh, okay. This is actually really cute. This is adorable. We have some mini Morphonauts. I'm gonna call these 3 1/4 inch knots, 1/18 knots. So as you can see, we have some tiny little mini Morphonauts. Oh, it's a little shark man. Shark man. All right, so these are pretty cool. Do they come with, okay, so they do have tiny weapons. So those little figures are cool, but that wasn't what I was expecting. So let me look at the next one. Let's put you off to the side. I cut them so it'd be easier for me to try to open them up. You don't have to hear that on camera. Okay, so here we are with some weapons, and this looks like the Lunar's weapons and sets. So Lunar will come with an alternate sculpt. He's got a robo head. So he's basically like a T-1000 before a wolf. Okay. We have a rifle. Looks really cool. We have our buttstock. It's a futuristic rifle too. Steampunk looking even. They did give me an extra peg. You can see here. Oh, they gave me 2 extra pegs. Oh, they gave me a bunch of extra pegs. And we do have other hands. So as you can see here, he does have 1 trigger hand and 1 item holding hand. But we do get more. So we will get an open, relaxed hand. We will get 2 trigger hands for total. And we will get, oh, so we get 2 relaxed, 2 trigger hands, 2 item holding hands total. Okay, I like that. Let's test it out inside the trigger hand, make sure our tolerances are okay. And again, I'm very scared because I know this was just freshly printed and I tend to rough things up. But as you can see here, this does look pretty good. Let's go through our next box and see what we've got, right? Stay, you stay. Oh, we have some more mini Morphonauts. Oh, this one's actually pretty cool. I like these claw hands. Is this a, this is a bear. And this one would be, this looks like a German Shepherd. The mini Morphonauts are pretty cool. I would like a few of these. These are pretty cool. Oh, no. It's Wolf Homie, Lunar. It's just that he holds it in his hands as opposed to his gauntlets. I don't know, man. I kind of like gauntlet swords. You don't have to hold them because your gauntlets do all the work for you. But I get your arms can get really tired. Next up, this has to be our lion homie, Fire Lion. So we also get a Robo Lion head. We will get a minigun. Ooh. Or is it a combined? Okay, so maybe it's a modular weapon thing. Okay, it's definitely got to be some sort of modular weapon thing. Because this is pretty cool. There we go. So there's a little bit of 3D printing in there, but modular weapon, because this is the same piece as the other one. And then we have the piece for our buttstock here. So where would that be? Here we go. So here we have our buttstock. And I'm probably going to shave it down, clean it up. So I get it. It's a modular weapon line. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing this is some sort of magma rifle, or is it like a grenade launcher? So if I turn it down, would that make it like a futuristic grenade launcher? If I turn it up, would that make it an extra sight scope? You know, there are questions. Oh, hold on. Because we have this piece, which I thought was some sort of shield. But what if I did this, right? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. This is actually pretty fascinating. So, yeah. Then we will have a sword, Knot of Omens. We will get 2 relaxed hands, as we've gotten with Lunar for Fire Lion. And I have trigger hands on him already, so these would be 2 item holding hands. That's pretty cool. Okay. The modular weapon thing. I hope this actually is a thing, and I didn't just make this up. I hope I didn't just make this up. because I like the idea of this a lot. As you can see, the printing tolerances and things like that. So far, I'm truly enjoying it. Shout out to Morphonauts for reaching out. I didn't know anything about this line, so I'm going in completely blind. And I gotta say, this was a pleasant surprise because it's a very simple toy, but it kind of hits that medium of nostalgia, but also like it's advanced enough that you can enjoy it, especially for its price point. So if you like modular stuff, if you like robotic animals, which I'm pretty sure most people do. Most people, one of us have never gotten out of a dinosaur phase. So it's definitely a plus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack one up and I'm gonna get some figures and we're gonna get our size comparison going. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So let's compare to some other lines. Get it going. Let us go with Marvel Legends Willem Defriend. So I just got him in recently and I've been feeling to use him. So here's Willem Defriend. Here is Spiro's Toys Blight, right? I'm just gonna compare a bunch of lines that I have. Spiro Toys Blight. So it seems like with Marvel Legends, they're a little bigger. With stuff like Spiro Toys, a little smaller so far, right? And my main monk, he is giving me a little bit of a hard time. I've had him on display for a while, so yeah. So there we go with these three. Let's take these guys away. Next up, we will do Mafex Spider-Man. I have my main man Ben here. Like I said, as you can see with most 6-inch stuff, they probably scale out a little bit bigger as robo animals, which makes sense. Here we are with a Lightning Collection Green Ranger. This is on the remastered body, right? And I have to break that body in because I've done absolutely nothing with him yet. Because he won't even move. But it might be because it's cold as hell today. Here we are, the G.I. Joe Classified Python Patrol Officer. I'm like forgetting words and stuff now. So here we go with an officer. Here we are with a Valorverse Army Builder. So it looks like it works out pretty well with most humanoid-like characters. Next up, we have a Mythic Legion. So here we are with a Mythic Legions. So it's definitely, I guess, in scale. I wouldn't know their scale, but I feel like it works. And here we are with a Mezco Ichigo, waving hi to the people because he's with us forever. Say hi to the Hydration Nation. So this works out pretty well with most lines, I guess, because they scale out articulation-wise and look. So even if you did like, let's say you did a slightly bigger character, like some Storm collectible stuff. So I'm gonna grab a Storm that I have, right? It doesn't, I don't mind it being a little smaller, but also it's like when you size it out with something like an SHF, like my main man Cougar, again, I don't mind it because it all depends on how you're gonna take your shot. Are they gonna be tiny robo warriors that are gonna army build against you? Are you gonna be the main character? It all depends on your universe and your perspective. Get your crossovers on. So again, I kind of like these. I'm very curious about where it's going. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know much about the line. So I will be invested into researching it. So I'll take a look. In the meantime, though, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Morphonauts for sending these over. Let me talk about them. Yeah, it's been fun. So please, thank you for watching. And if you like, go check them out on their socials. I'll put that in the link as well. And please, as always, be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.